Welcome to Caning 101.2. Today we're going to look at the tools of the trade, some of the canes I've collected over 20 years of caning, and we're going to define canes versus rods. Now, to many people, all of these are canes. The action we do with them is caning, and that's fine, but I make a semantical difference between a cane and a rod, and it's very simple. A cane is made out of natural material. That material might be rattan. In this instance, raw rattan is not oil soaked. It might be made out of bamboo. You'll see canes made out of bamboo. Oil soaked or oil treated rattan. Now I'm going to put a crop. If you use it like a cane, I'm going to put it over in the natural area because it has a leather tip, and we would use that leather tip in caning. You could also consider it a rod because most of the shafts of a crop are synthetic, so it's kind of an in-betweener. It's in between a rod and a cane. Twisted rawhide. Rawhide's a naturally occurring, comes out of the tannery, and we pervert it and twist it and seal it and make a cane out of it. When we move over to the rod side of the house, we have these fun little things called feather dusters. This one for many years was available at the Dollar Tree, and then they quit selling them. I used to buy these in big bunches, and every time I would cane someone, I would hand this one to them as a souvenir to take home. But they're fun. It's hard to hurt someone with it, but there's a lot of different sensations you can create with a cane that's shaped like a feather duster. A steel rod, this actually came out of an agricultural or farm and ranch supply house. Originally, it was intended to poke and herd hogs as they moved down the chute, but it looked like a steel cane to me. It's nice and thuddy. Easton, Dick's Sporting Goods. It looks like an arrow for a bow and arrow, but it's actually an aluminum cane that came with a feather accessory on the other end. This looks like I'm conducting an orchestra. It originally started its life as a section of a fly fishing rod that had a foam rubber handle put on it, and it was turned into a cane. So it's fiberglass. Fiberglass makes a nice rod. This is Delron. Master Penguin at the Woodshed made this one. What I really like about this Delron rod is the handle's made out of aluminum, and it's got a nice brushed grip on it. Feels really good. This is just like a supersized evil stick, but it's made out of metal, very flexible, and it's a very nasty little cane. So canes come in all shapes and sizes. Canes I consider natural, rods I consider synthetic, and there are certainly other types of rods I haven't talked about. There's acrylic ones. They're actually rods that will conduct electricity that you can do violet wand play with, and a variety of other things. I don't actually own a conductive rod, and I don't own an acrylic rod. There are some acrylic rods that even have LED lights in them that make nice visual effects when playing in a dark dungeon. But this is pretty much the tools of the trade. Canes also will come in bundles, and sometimes when they're bundled, there'll be a rubber band that allows you to slide it up or down and adjust the frequency or the harmony that cane puts out. But that's the beginning of the tools of the trade and the difference between a cane and a rod.